everyone. We're really excited today because we are going to be talking about lead generation, lead nurturing, and most important, sales. And we're going to talk about how technology can help with that and how important it is to leverage technology. So this is a lead funnel. I always like to point out that the most important part of a funnel, a leads funnel or a sales funnel or a pipeline, is always the bottom part. It's the closed deals, right? And so we really want to talk about how to make sure that when you are capturing leads, you're bringing people into your inbox. They're signing up for your webinar, they're signing up for your lead magnets, or perhaps you have a click to buy product. So in other words, they're just going to a landing page. So we want to talk about capturing leads, how to make sure that they're coming into your software properly, making sure that you're nurturing them. So you want to make sure that you're staying in relationship with them and continuing to nurture and build that relationship with them. And then we're going to show you one of my favorite parts of the software, which is the dashboard, because that gives you real-time information on what's going on in your pipeline and what's going on with your revenue and what your close rate looks like.
Capturing new leads. Obviously, this is the top of the funnel where you need to get in front of people and teach them with something that might pique their interest and potentially convert them into sales. So in this case, we're talking about landing pages, drag and drop surveys and forms. So if you can get somebody to fill out a survey or a form, then you can then get them into the software and you can nurture them.
We're going to break down why it's a little bit important. First of all, you could actually house your website on here and as many landing pages as you want. It's unlimited. So for those of you, it's going to save you money because you're not going to pay for hosting anymore. You can have everything in one place, and it's really user-friendly to create a website or a landing page. So that was something really important to us. The same thing with the surveys, right? Unlimited. So you can have as many as you want. So we're able to send that out to people. I'll send that form out, and then it comes back into the software so I know where it is. I know how to find it really quickly because it's attached to that person's information in the CRM part of the software. And that stands for Customer Relationship Management Software. So this is just one of the ways that we use a form or a survey, but there's lots of different ways that you can use them. And having everything again in one place, it also gives us a great way to take notes. So as you can see, with everything being in one place, it just allows you to stay super organized. And that makes a huge difference. But if you don't have structure and system to stay in contact with those leads, I'm not just talking about automated, but staying in touch with them for things like follow-ups or notes that where you had a conversation, that can cost you a lot of time and money, in my opinion. So the next thing is online appointment scheduling. So this way, when someone books an appointment with us, it automatically creates them in the CRM as a contact. We know exactly, what link they use to book a call with us. We know when people are coming in and where they're coming from. So we have a little bit of information, and that's whether it's a discovery call or a coffee chat. Those forms allow us to have the information that we need before we jump on the call with them.
Okay, this is the fun part, and that's nurturing leads. So once you've put out that landing page with that great lead magnet, your free tip sheet, and someone signs up for it, they're raising their hand and saying, yes, I want more information. So first thing you're going to do is send it to them, but then don't just leave it there. Now you have an opportunity to quote unquote nurture them. So maybe that includes sending them another email. If you collect their email in the form that they fill out, you can send them a voice message that just leaves a message for them, and it can be your voice. So you can drop voicemails, you can send them text messages, and you can set all this up to automatically go out. We call it a workflow. So if you wanted to create a report that showed all the people who signed up for that lead magnet, you can do that with just a couple clicks.
Yeah, I think that one of the things that we're not utilizing as much as we should is the voicemail drops. That's one of the things we keep talking about using more. So our campaigns are just email addresses, because we know when someone doesn't know who we are, they're less likely to want to give us their phone number. And when they book a call, they have to give us their phone number. I feel like it's a software that is something that you can grow with. When we made the switch to the software, one of the questions that we asked each other was, do we think we could use the software for the next 5 to 10 years? And so the answer to that was yes, which is why we moved everything, which is a little bit of a pain. But again, it's going to grow with you and with your business.
So they're sending out original content every week. And this can really be easily set up in the software. And then you can see if a particular person opened it, if they booked a call with you. Everything's happening in the software. So the last section, which is Kirsten's favorite, is more sales. And I guess should be everyone's favorite. It's great to be good at bringing those leads in. It's great at being good at nurturing them. But at some point, you've got to ask them, hey, is now the time for you to make the step forward and in your business? We've got something in here called a pipeline. And in this case, we've got lots of different pipelines, but one of them is a sales pipeline.
So a sales pipeline is really more on the sales side. If you own a business, you're wearing the marketing hat and the sales hat. So having everything in one place is really awesome. So what happens is, let's say someone books an appointment with us to talk about joining our program, the Marketing VA Advantage, because their marketing virtual assistant can help them with a lot of these things as well. So if they book an appointment with us, it's automatically going to go into an opportunity, which is a part of the pipeline. It allows me to see how many opportunities do I have at any given moment. If they're on that call with me and they choose to buy our program, I move them over a column, and that's going to trigger all of the welcome emails to go out to the program. So that's automating all of that as well. So you also could have lost or cold. So for example, if I'm talking to someone and our program's not the right fit for them, I won't even offer it to them. So having a pipeline allows you to know, okay, these are the opportunities that I have. So these are the people that I need to stay on and continue to nurture. And it's awesome to wake up in the morning and to see what your pipeline value is, right? So it gives you an actual value. So for me, it's like I get up and I think, okay, these people are all ideal for our program. They've actually shown interest because they had a phone conversation. So I want to continue to nurture them. So I feel like I have an obligation to continue the relationship because again, you have that buying cycle.
I'd love to jump back on a call and answer any questions you have. So, whether you want to send something, like I said, just individually or to a whole group of people, this whole system makes it just really easy.
So the next thing is collecting payments, which is really awesome. For those of you that have a click and buy product or service. So for us, it's important that people book a call with us because again, we need to make sure we're a right fit for them and vice versa. But for those of you that are selling maybe a $49 course or a $300 one-on-one coaching session, that can really be done through automation. And so it's fantastic to, again, have all of that here so they can just click and pay and buy your product or service. And again, you get to see exactly what they purchased, when they purchased it. So it's really easy to again, nurture that relationship for maybe an upsell and making that, an easy way to continue to bring in money in the future. The other thing I want to tell you guys about the software is actually a lot of agencies use it. So a ton of agencies use it with their clients. Okay, so this is a pipeline report. So this is when you open up in the morning, you have the dashboard, and this is where you have your opportunities. So if you see there, it says the big 23 in the middle, but you've closed 5 sales, you have 14 that are open, and you have 4 that are lost. And so if you look to the right of that, it gives you your pipeline value. So basically you have $6,000 worth of business that closed, you have $8,400 of business that's available, and you have $4,800 of business that you've lost. So obviously what you want to think about is that $8,400 of business. Can you get in there and work with those relationships, talk to those people, and move them into your program or your product or service? Larger corporations are always tracking every penny that comes in, and they're projecting what Q1 is going to be and what Q2 is going to be. And that seems overwhelming for a lot of business owners, especially if you're a solopreneur. But this makes it really easy for you to start having some of that information that large companies use to make decisions, which is really awesome. Another thing is it has your conversion rate. So to the far, it's letting you know what is your conversion rate? What's your percentage of closing? So for example, again, if you have a click to buy $297 course, what's your close rate? Can you improve your landing page? Can you improve your webinar? Can you improve any parts of your marketing so you're getting that conversion rate higher? If it's like us and you're booking a call, how can I be a better salesperson? How can I work to really connect with those people on the phone and to get the conversion rate up? And so it gives you the information that you need to improve in real time. So this is one of my favorite parts right here, which is the task. So I don't know about you guys, but we all have a lot going on, right? My to-do list. But what I love about this is the tasks that I have in here are specifically related to people that are my software. So in other words, it's conversations that I need to have with people who are an opportunity. So maybe it's a conversation I need to have with someone I spoke with a few days ago and follow up with them and find out if they have any questions. And so maybe I remind myself to reach back out and say, hey, were you able to resolve that issue? Did the advice I give you work, or did you need anything else? So this allows me to get up every day and know who I need to speak with within the software. And it allows me to take really good notes so I know exactly what I need to do with that particular information. And to me, that is like a game changer. Because again, if you're using pen and paper and you're trying to keep all of this written down, you are going to lose closed sales. There's no way around it. You're going to lose closed sales. So I hope that this makes kind of sense to you guys about how having everything in one place can allow you to see how many leads are you bringing in, how many opportunities, what do you have available, what's solid out there that you could actually turn into sales, and then what's your conversion rate and how can you improve on it. And then this part, again, staying organized so that you're following up with the people that are hot, the people that are closest to being ready to buy. Because we love automation and nurturing email sequences and nurturing text messages and nurturing voicemail drops that are all automated are amazing. But sometimes you have to have the human connection, right? Sometimes you just need to reach out to someone and say, hey, how was your trip to Scotland? I'm really looking forward to talking with you and hearing about your trip and finding out if you're ready to move forward. And so you open that up and you seem like a rock star because you remember things about people. And that's actually done in another section called notes, but we're not going to get into that today. Just kind of giving you ideas because again, we want to talk to you about lead generation, which is what the sales part of the software was talking about today, nurturing those leads and then closing those leads. So again, the software has a lot of bells and whistles and a lot of things you can do with it, but it can also be a little bit overwhelming.
So again, no more paying for hosting, and that's usually the most expensive part of a website.
Yes.
We didn't tell you where it is. It's called From Leads to Sales. Spend less money on softwares that you don't need and spend less time being frustrated and fixing errors that are happening. Oh, and the other thing was that the software is $97 a month. So it's not expensive.
So many of our clients are more like me. They're not really tech savvy. And so one of the things that we talked about was because we believe in the software so much, we're able to train their marketing virtual assistants on the software.
Yeah, so we appreciate you all being here today. And again, if you have any questions about this software, we love it. We believe in it. We stand behind it. We know it's going to be something that's just going to get better and better. So thank you for listening. But again, if you just want to talk to us or want to get a demo and understand a little bit better how it all works, we are happy to do that. Yeah, that's Kirsten and I'm Jeannie and we're with Six Figure Business Coaching and we have an amazing program that we think is amazing called the Marketing VA Advantage, which will help you hire an affordable marketing virtual assistant who will help you utilize leverage video in your marketing, which is the most popular type of marketing on every platform. So feel free to reach out to us and we'll talk to you about that too. So thanks so much again. Have an amazing, productive day and we'll talk to you all very soon.